Roach didn't back down.
At all. And did you see the size difference in the ring? Obviously, Roach being the bigger man, but
Roach came up. Roach normally fights at 130. He came up to 135.
Hopefully, after I win, I can defend both. I want to unify, or, if we do a rematch, then we could do that.
Everybody's trying to protect that O. Ain't nobody want to take no chances. Because they feel now if I take a chance, I lose. Ocho, my career. Bro, stop it.
ESPN analysts went off on
Gervonta Tank Davis for refusing a rematch with Lamont Roach, and it's not a good look. Fans were hoping Davis would step back in the ring to prove himself. But now people are questioning if he's avoiding a real challenge. Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp didn't hold back, calling him out for not acting like a true champion. With the boxing world buzzing and fans demanding answers, Davis is under pressure. Did he just walk away from a fight that could have defined his legacy?
I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
The fight between Davis and Roach had fans expecting a dominant performance from Davis, but things didn't go as planned. Roach exceeded expectations and gave Davis a tough challenge. The biggest moment came in the 9th round when Davis unexpectedly took a knee. He later blamed it on hair grease getting in his eyes and affecting his vision, but that explanation sparked controversy and skepticism. The referee didn't count it as a knockdown, a decision that has been heavily debated. ESPN analysts criticized Davis's performance and questioned whether he was truly prepared. Smith remarked, "In boxing, distractions can cost you. Champions need to be ready both mentally and physically." Max Kellerman added that the incident raised concerns about Davis's training and focus.
I gotta stand down and give mad respect to Lamont Roach. Brother fought one hell of a fight. This was a damn close fight. Gervonta taking a knee should have been a knockdown. Either way, Roach has skills, fought his ass off, deserves nothing but respect. He earned the boxing world's attention tonight. He has mine. Thought he'd be too small. I was wrong.
Stephen A. Smith voiced concerns about Roach's size disadvantage against Davis. He said, "I think Roach is too small. That's my issue. I'm not questioning his skills, but his size." Former interim WBC lightweight champion Ryan Garcia agreed, saying, "I don't think Roach has the firepower to hold off Tank. He's got great skills, but he doesn't really stand a chance."
Give you my picks on 3 fights taking place Saturday night at the Barclays Center in New York City between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, Gary Russell versus Jose Valenzuela, and Sandor Martin versus Alberto Puello. Gervonta Davis uses knocks somebody out inside of 85 punches because he's clearly capable of that. But I just see this as being a kind of fight where he's going to have to run him down. He's going to have to walk him down, rather, and he's going to have to throw some punches before he ultimately catches him. And that's how I view it. So I'm going to go with more on this particular one. Next up.
Lamont Roach Jr. has been vocal about wanting a rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis after their controversial majority draw on March 1st at Brooklyn's Barclays Center. One judge scored the fight 115-113 for Davis, while the other 2 had it even at 114-114. A key moment was Davis taking a knee in the 9th round, claiming eye irritation, but referee Steve Willis didn't rule it a knockdown. Roach believes that moment affected the final result and expressed his disappointment, saying, "I thought I won. I really did, but we can run it back." Davis has also shown interest in a rematch and hopes it can happen by the end of May. Both fighters seem eager to settle the score once and for all.
From a division lower, moves up and gives Tank Davis his toughest fight. I thought beating him on the inside, making him miss, putting offense behind defense after making him miss, being more active, Obviously, Tank's going to have the edge in power. Tank is going to have the edge in power strikes. I think ultimately the stats spoke to that. I don't think that this was a disaster. I think it'd be strong to call it a disaster. The fight was not great up front. The fight was not great in the middle, but it was very good. Not amazing, but definitely very good down the stretch. I think we can all agree with that.
Despite Roach repeatedly calling for a rematch after their heated majority draw on March 1st, Davis has made it clear that an immediate rematch is not in his plans. The fight ended with one judge scoring it 115 to 113 for Davis, while the other two had it tied at 114 to 114. The ninth round was a major point of debate. Davis took a knee after a jab from Roach, leading many to question whether it should have been ruled a knockdown. The referee didn't count it, sparking further controversy. Roach's team even appealed the draw, asking for a review of the ninth round, but the New York State Athletic Commission upheld the original decision. Davis acknowledged Roach's effort, but said a rematch isn't his main focus right now. He hinted at other plans, teasing fans with "you'll see in a minute" regarding his next opponent. Speculation is swirling about potential matchups, but no official announcement has been made. Meanwhile, Roach remains determined to get his rematch, believing there's unfinished business. The boxing community is watching closely to see if the fight will happen or if Davis will move on to another challenge.
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute.
The controversy surrounding the Davis versus Roach fight has only intensified. The New York State Athletic Commission, NYSAC, has officially launched a review of the fight's outcome. According to Boxing Kingdom, technical difficulties prevented an immediate review of the ninth round incident when Davis took a knee. Many argue it should have been ruled a knockdown for Roach, which could have changed the final decision.
Even without the knee, that should have been a knockdown. I thought I should have won a competitive fight. I think I did what I needed to do necessary to bank the rounds. I'm just a little frustrated with the scorecards. I thought I should have won.
The boxing world is buzzing after the fight's outcome, with many believing Roach should have won. Fans felt that the referee's decision not to count the ninth round knockdown played a big role in the final result. Social media exploded with debates, with hashtags like #RoachRob trending. Boxing legends also weighed in. Floyd Mayweather said, "Tank still got it, but that ninth round was a mess. Roach gave him a real fight. A rematch makes sense." Shakur Stevenson added, "Lamont outworked Davis, no doubt. That draw stinks of favoritism." Roach himself said, "I thought I won. I went toe-to-toe with one of the best and proved I belong at 135. I'm not happy with the draw. I want a rematch." Davis, acknowledging the controversy, said, "Lamont's a great fighter. I felt I did enough, but the grease in my eye threw me off. Let's run it back."
I mean, he didn't knock down. He didn't fall down on himself. The wind didn't push him and made him fall on his knees. I had to boom hit him with that right hook, hit him with that left hook, and made him fall. Hit him with that body shot. Pow. I don't know, but that wasn't an official knockdown. Me, I feel like that should have been an official knockdown. But hey, I'm not a professional ref. I don't even know the rules for real. I just know, boom, don't hit nobody in the back of the head. Don't hit nobody to keep your hands up at all times. And no low blow shots. That's all I know. But y'all, is y'all going to anticipate? They need to have a rematch. Should they have a rematch? Yes or no? Y'all let me know. Should they have a rematch? Yes or no? Do y'all actually even want to see the rematch? Yes or no? Because me, I want to see the rematch. I need to see a rematch because, bro, this was too good of a fight for it to be a draw. Like, they should have, that same night, all right, it's a draw. We're going for 3 more rounds. 3 rounds, 1-minute rounds. Boom, we got to settle this. And whoever wins, that's win.
Davis has announced that he is stepping away from boxing to focus on his mental health and personal growth. The undefeated WBA lightweight champion said he wants to change his mindset, particularly for the sake of his 2 daughters. Davis admitted that while boxing has shaped him, it has also fueled emotions he no longer wants to carry. "I want to do therapy. I want to get everything out of me So I never have to think about fighting again, he said. Rather than chasing more titles, Davis is prioritizing his well-being, showing that true strength isn't just about winning fights, it's also about self-improvement.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have 2 girls, 2 daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
ESPN analysts went off on Gervonta.
Has been a major talking point, especially because of the 9th round controversy. Davis took a knee, claiming discomfort, but the referee didn't count it as a knockdown. If it had been ruled a knockdown, Roach would have gained a 10-8 round, which could have changed the fight's outcome. The NYSAC is now reviewing the incident, admitting that technical issues prevented an instant replay assessment during the fight. The review is fueling more debate about whether the WBA influenced the final decision.
I don't really be trying. I like to hit the face.
What was Mike Tyson?
He was a brawler.
Brawl means more than one person. So he knocked people out real quick. You knock people out real quick.
Yeah, but I can knock you out like...
So you saying that you can knock him out faster than Mike Tyson, probably, if it was a challenge?
Mike Tyson got power and skills. I feel as though like I have like the whole package.
Mike Tyson has praised Davis's talent, saying that with the right choices and dedication, he could reach legendary status. However, Tyson also warned that smart decisions both in and out of the ring are crucial for Davis's future. George Kambosos Jr. had strong words about Davis's performance in the controversial draw against Roach. He praised Roach for his skill and toughness, pointing out that not many fighters have challenged Davis like that. The 9th round incident was a major issue for Kambosos, who, like many others, believes Roach should have won.
What did you make of that fight on the weekend? What did you make of the controversy in that one?
Look, I had just finished my recovery session, so I was pretty docile and relaxed, and then the fight, especially at the start of it, wasn't too thrilling and too action-packed, so I was starting to doze off a little bit, but I woke up a little bit more when obviously Lamont started giving him some work, and he looked good, man. I got to give respect to Lamont Roach. He proved a lot of guys wrong. I think he shocked Tank a lot with what he was able to bring. And again, we saw the controversy with the knee. To me, that's a knockdown. You can't just take a knee and decide to, go to your corner and get your face wiped. So, if that's a 10-8 round, Lamont wins the fight. So it's unfortunate, but that's the fight game. Hopefully they'll do it again and he gets paid, what he's worth.
Have you ever seen anything like that in boxing before? A guy sort of just voluntarily...
We've seen Floyd take a knee and be put on the count. We've seen Miguel Cotto, take a knee, obviously into his corner, be put on the count.
Despite the retirement talk, Davis now seems more focused than ever. Reports suggest he has reconsidered stepping away and is fully committed to a rematch with Roach. Fans and analysts have noticed a shift in his attitude. He looks ready to prove himself again. If he follows through, this could be a major moment in his career.
Well, it looks like Tank was not playing about this rematch, man. He's looking to probably get back in the ring with Roach by the end of May. And as far as that retirement stuff, it looks like that's out the window as well.
Course of your plans for your future?
Yeah, it definitely changed my plans. It definitely changed my plans. I probably got like 4 more fights now, for sure.
But I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. As much as, we hate the fact that he had a draw, I think this was the best thing for Tank. You could just kind of see, even in the press conferences and everything like that, he was kind of forcing himself to be interested. And I only know one person that can bring his interest back. Calvin is the key, man. Calvin has known Tank since he was a child. Nobody knows Tank more than Cal, man. He's the only person that I believe that can bring the best out of Tank. But what do y'all think, man? What do you think Tank needs to do differently in his next fight so he can get back to doing stuff like this, man, at the end of his fights? Comment down below.
Boxing analyst Showbiz The Adult has made a bold prediction for the rematch, saying Roach will win by knockout. He believes Roach's strong performance in the first fight showed he can take on Davis. This time, Roach will be better prepared and won't leave the fight in the judge's hands. The NYSAC has admitted that technical difficulties prevented an instant replay review of the 9th round incident in real time. Since the fight continued for several more rounds, they upheld the referee's ruling, further fueling debate over whether the fight's outcome should be reconsidered.
And this, that, and the other. Like, it all kind of felt like an afterthought. And then the fight happens, and truth be told, like, the fight wasn't the best fight of all time. It was fine. It wasn't your vintage Tank Davis fight. There wasn't a knockout. There wasn't a knockdown scored by him. It was just sort of fine. If that was your first time watching Tank, you're probably like, okay, yeah, sort of, I get it. But it kind of speaks to his demeanor going into the fight. Like, it just felt a little bit underwhelming. And then we get to the 9th round, and then it's complete madness, because in the 9th round, you probably have heard by now, the fight is moving along, and it is important to note that Lamont Roach lands a jab or two, and where we want to start the clock is up to, debate, but he certainly lands a punch. And then seconds after that punch lands, that jab lands, all of a sudden Tank Davis takes a knee. He quickly takes a knee, and there it is right there. 9th round, 217. He is taking a knee, and he's looking to his corner. And he also, ever so briefly, it appears as though he's almost trying to call time. Let me tell you, in case you don't know, in boxing, you take a knee, that's considered a knockdown. You cannot call time. And you know what you also can't do? You also can't go to your corner mid-round and ask them to wipe your face. Ask them to do anything. You can't get a swig of water. You can't do this. You cannot do that. But that all happened. And so the referee for this fight is a legendary referee. Steve Willis, you have probably seen him in GIFs. He's got that kind of like big-eyed look. You've definitely seen him. He's a veteran of the fight game. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I'm not suggesting he was in on it. But like, there was certainly a fumbling